Welcome. We wanted to take a few moments just to go over what's going on in the district. So we're going to start out with a bond update. A few things that are going on that aren't related to the bond. It's just a replacement of a roof at Reevesinger Elementary. So I don't know if you've been driving around and seeing some things that are going on at Reevesinger. That is what's happening at that campus. In addition to the roof replacement, we are replacing the mansard panels on that campus. That'll give it a fresh look and it'll all look cohesive. Another great thing that's happening here at Canyon ISD is the maintenance facility. Our current facility is located in the far south end of our district. It is in need of major repair. So the district is utilizing a current space. It's where our old Midway campus used to be. We're utilizing that space and we're building a new maintenance facility. We bid that project out and it's basically the shell of the building. To save taxpayer dollars, we're going in and finishing that building. We'll be doing the walls, the plumbing, the electricity work, as well as the finishing touches. And so we're really excited about what that'll bring for our district. Here are a few pictures of the current state of that project. As you can see on the screen, you're looking at a 2018 bond update. With the bond update, you kind of see where we began. If you look at the top, you can kind of see what our long-range plan committee came up with and then what the final bond program was. We were able to start on that bond program extremely quickly. So what that means for a taxpayer is the faster we get started on the project, we're able to save the taxpayers even more dollars. We had a very lean budget program with a lot of things we had to accomplish, and so it was important that the district start right away. So in the summer of 2019, we were able to complete several projects. We renovated Canyon Junior High, Canyon Intermediate, Sundane Lane Elementary, and Gene Howe Elementary. Soon after that, we completed a state-of-the-art Career and Technology Academy. This Career and Technology Academy offers so many things for our district. It offers cosmetology, culinary arts, welding. It also offers health service programs for our students of Canyon ISD. We expanded the welding program at Canyon High School and offered additional classroom space that we can utilize for both campuses, for Randall and for Canyon High. And we were able to complete a dark fiber ring around our district. Those were all completed between December of 2019 through January of 2020. In addition, in February of 2020, we were able to complete the additions to the locker rooms and dugouts at Canyon High School and new concession stands and restrooms at that facility as well. In December of 2020, we began our process of upgrading our football field. At the football field upgrades, that is going to be a new state-of-the-art field house with 4 locker rooms, 2 concession stands, and restrooms. The restrooms and concession stands are located on the mezzanine level. It also allowed us to be able to offer easier access to that facility. So there will be an elevator, but there's also just a slight incline to that facility. And once you get into the facility from the middle level, which we call mezzanine, you can easily walk to the concession stand and restroom during a game. So we're really excited about those opportunities. It also provides a locker room for each high school that we're going to have. So Randall has a locker room, Canyon has a locker room, as well as West Plains High School. And then we have a locker room for guests. This will allow also for multiple game events to happen in one evening and be able to switch out those locker rooms and for ease of access between the 2 games. In progress, we have 2 new elementary schools. If you've been in the area, you can see one of those are happening on the VFW road and then one is off of Sansi. Both of those elementary buildings are going to be complete in August of 21. And then we are also at the same time renovating Randall High School and then converting that Randall East back to a junior high. Now they're going to stay a high school until we're able to open that new high school in August of 22. In August of 22, we'll go ahead and make the conversion, converting that east building of Randall High into a junior high and then utilizing the full space at Randall High for a 1,284 student building. And so we're excited about those. Now in August of 22, we will open that new high school. It's going to be called West Plains High School. And I'm going to show you a few pictures of all of these in progress at this time. As you can see on the screen, Heritage Hills looks a little bit different than the majority of our elementary schools. We spent a lot of time through the design of this school. We visited several different elementary schools to see what was best for the current learning. Through that, we were able to come up with collaboration spaces. So what you're looking at now is one of the 4 collaboration spaces that will be located in each elementary school. Through those collaboration spaces, there are classrooms that are located off those collaboration spaces that will be able to do team teaching and do other different new age education instruction in these pods. And so we're really excited about the opportunities that these bring. And as you can see, Heritage Hills is going to be a red and blue school. You're looking at the current cafeteria space, which is a little bit different than the other elementary schools in the fact that we're actually going to hold a music class on the stage. What we wanted to do was be able to utilize every bit of space offered in that elementary campus. So we have acoustical panels that will close on that stage, and then the music room will be right behind it. This will allow us to utilize that space for multiple functions. Here's the elementary campus library. In the library, you'll also have a room located off of the library that is used for makerspace. This is some really great educational learning opportunities for our students. Here you see just an overview of the campus. You can see those collaboration spaces through the roof line. And then off to the corner, which is your top left-hand corner, you'll kind of see a little bit of a jet out. That's where our pre-K and elementary wings will be located, and as well as the storm shelter for that campus. On the far right corner, you'll see the gym come out, and next to that would be the cafeteria area that you were able to see a little bit earlier. One of the other great features of Heritage Hills in Spring Canyon is just the hallway. Off that main hallway, you'll have the pods that we showed you earlier, so you could have a blue pod and a red pod, or if you're at Spring Canyon, you'll see a purple pod or a green pod. And so you can walk the entire campus, and you're going to have your classrooms on one side, your admin and your special classrooms on another, as well as your gym. So it's going to be a great feature of the campus. Here are just a few pictures of where we stand today. On the left-hand side of your screen, you'll see the big hallway coming in there, and on the right-hand side of the screen, that is just the hallway from the admin area. But you can see the sheetrock being installed now. As you can see on the screen, is your collaboration space on your left-hand side, and on your right-hand side, you see the cafeteria area. You see the windows looking out onto the front of the building. Now, the little bit difference between these two campuses is our superintendents are starting at different locations, and so where you won't see that these are closed in right now on my Spring Canyon Elementary, you'll see where the sheetrock is actually going up in that cafeteria area. This is the front of the building at Heritage Hills. You can see the big grand entryway as well as the nice stone that they're placing on that building right now. Now, Spring Canyon is built exactly like Heritage Hills with just a few exceptions. Heritage Hills is built for 750 students, where Spring Canyon is built for 550 students. You can see the grand entryway in both of the elementaries. The only change between one elementary and the other is just some additional classrooms on the back of the pod areas. The reason why we did this is just to be able to renovate and add to Spring Canyon as the area grows in the future. Let's say 10 years from now, if we needed additional classrooms in Spring Canyon. The core areas of that building is built for 750 kids, so all we would need to do is add those additional classrooms on the back, and that makes construction a little bit more reasonable than building an entire elementary school. We could add those additional classrooms on that building and be able to raise that attendance from 550 to 750 students. Like Heritage Hills, Spring Canyon has the collaboration spaces, so the only difference you're seeing here is basically the colors. At Heritage Hills, like I said, you see the blue and the red, and at Spring Canyon, you're looking at more of the purple colors. But they both bring a wonderful instructional classroom space to our teachers and students. On the left-hand side, you're seeing that hallway at Spring Canyon that you kind of got to see a little bit ago of Heritage Hills. On the right-hand side, seeing that cafeteria space. And so you're seeing that it's being sheetrocked and closed in faster on this side of the building versus the other at Heritage Hills. This is the front of the building at Spring Canyon. You can see the grand entryway, like I said earlier, on the Heritage Hills, and you can kind of see the windows being installed in that cafeteria space. Now, another very exciting project that we're going to have here at Canyon ISD is a new high school. That new high school is going to open in August of 22, and it has a name. It's going to be called West Plains High School. As you can see on your screen, it's just a layout of West Plains High School. Now you can see in the far left-hand corner of your screen where you can see tennis courts and then a locker room, baseball and softball complex. And on the far right-hand side of your screen, you see a football field as well as field house and an indoor turf field. And then in your main screen, you can see that auditorium coming up from the top and then our instructional wing of that facility. Now this will be the grand entryway to that facility. It will be off of Arden Road. That road is complete and we'll show you pictures of that in just 1 second. This will be the entryway into your auditorium as well as your gymnasium and any kind of evening events that you'll be coming to watch there at West Plains High School. Here we have a picture of the new competitive gym that will be the home of the Wolves. Here on the screen, you'll see the entryway into West Plains High School. This is from the front entryway to the facility. These stairways actually lead to the instructional piece of the building, to the second level, as well as the library. And you can also see that great logo on the stairs. We're hoping these stairs will be the backdrop to many signings, class pictures, and different wonderful events that they'll house at this campus. Here on the screen, you get to see the auditorium. This auditorium will house 850 people. We are excited to be able to offer our students here at West Plains High School an indoor turf facility. The facility you see on the screen will be 8,000 square feet. Great things have already began here at West Plains High School, as you can see on the screen. You see the red iron for the auditorium, and right behind the red iron for the auditorium is that shelter space. It's actually our secondary gym. In the overview that you see here on the screen, you can see that baseball field being formed as well as the softball field. And then on your far left-hand side of your screen, you see that football field coming about. Here's a close picture of the auditorium space and an overview of the entire site, including Arden Road. Of course, another great project that we have going on here at Canyon ISD is the expansion of Randall High School. You can kind of see that grand entryway, which will face Bell Street. Here is an overview. You can see where the current facility is on the right-hand side of your screen, that new entryway, and on the left-hand side of your screen, we're going to have administrative space, additional classrooms, field house, and then that turf room that I spoke about earlier. And here's the turf room. Just like West Plains High School, it has 8,000 square feet, and we're excited about the opportunities this brings for multiple sports and extracurricular activities. With the addition to Randall High, we were able to give them a secure vestibule that you see here on the screen. Something that we were able to do this summer at Randall Junior High was go ahead and get that secure vestibule in place with the renovations that happened this summer. With the expansion of Randall High, moving from 850 to 1284, we have to expand some of the core spaces. What you're looking at on your screen is just some of that expansion of their cafeteria space. College and career readiness is something else Canyon ISD is very passionate about. Some of the upgrades that are included in the 2008 bond program were to the health services at Randall High. You can see the updated bed space, the updated space, as well as an ambulance cart that we were able to get through a grant program. Some of the great things that we were able to accomplish this summer is what you're looking at on your screen right now. For our future Randall Junior High, you see the left-hand side of your screen, that secure vestibule, and on the right-hand side of your screen, you're seeing their updated classrooms. They are really excited about the opportunities this brings to their students. Through these upgrades, we were able to go ahead and install new carpet, drop-in ceilings, LED lighting. We took down chalkboards and installed magnetic whiteboards, as well as installed Prometheans in every classroom for great instructional learning. With the expansion of Randall East, converting that facility into a future junior high, additional classrooms needed to be added. There were 3 additional classrooms added under the existing facility, as well as a wing off to the far east. You see the hallway to that wing here on the screen, as well as one of the science classrooms. So a total of 3 additional regular ed classrooms were added and 2 science rooms, as well as gang bathrooms. Here's just a look. On the left-hand side, you see that additional classroom, and on the right-hand side, you see the additional bathroom space. As we grow this facility into a junior high, an additional gym needed to be added. As you're very much aware, here at Canyon ISD, we have A and B teams for 7th and 8th grade. In order for them to compete, we have to have 2 gyms. So what you see here on the screen is just that second gym to the new Randall Junior High. Now, going back to the screen that we showed earlier with that grand entry into the new facility, you can see on the right-hand side the existing Randall High School, and then you can see that left-hand side of your screen where you're looking at that grand entryway. So we're excited about the progress and what this brings to these students. Additional upgrades that happened this summer was on the left-hand side. We were able to upgrade the Randall High Auditorium. And then on your right-hand side of your screen, you're actually seeing the final stages of their gym, the new high school gym, coming together. At Canyon ISD, we are always excited about offering new and engaging opportunities for our students. What you see here on your screen is actually a black box theater. This will be here at Randall, as well as we'll have one at West Plains High School. Another thing that was needed to be added with the expansion of that campus and bringing the capacity from 800 to 1200 is what you see on your screen here, and that is their upgraded band hall at Randall High. These 2 spaces that you were just looking at, the black box as well as the band hall, have been completed and turned over to our students. Through our bond program, as well as a generous donation that we received from Happy State Bank, you're looking at the future upgraded space at Happy State Bank Stadium. That space will hold 2 concession stands. Behind the concession stands, you'll have restrooms and ease access to those restrooms. Located on the bottom floor, you're going to have 4 locker rooms, trainers' rooms, as well as ticket booth and official locker rooms. Here you can see an aerial view of the entire facility. In the center part of the field house, you're going to see a large banquet hall. That large banquet hall will be able to be broken up into 4 smaller training rooms. Those smaller training rooms are going to be vital to Canyon ISD, especially as we grow, to be able to have an additional training space here located in our district. Here is a view of the entire banquet center. With the walls pulled back, you can see that we will be able to sit 500 guests at a sit-down table. The excitement about this is it will bring opportunities for prom, possibly for sporting events and other things here at Canyon ISD back to our facilities and give our students more opportunities. The pictures that are shown on your screen now are just kind of where we are to date. You can see on the left-hand side, you'll see the concession stands being formed, and on the right-hand side, you'll see the windows to the banquet hall. On the left-hand side, you'll see the training rooms, and on the right-hand side, you'll see the future home of the Wolf Pack. If you should ever have any questions about any of the construction projects that are going on in the district, please don't hesitate to reach out to us here at Canyon ISD. You can reach out to me at heather.wilson@canyonISD.net. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much.